Good evening to all of you. This is Ardif. My name is Ardif. This is Aridif, and this is it spelled. We wish to first incorporate our own greetings specifically to Kalina this evening and specifically to all of you who have joined us live in this specific evening. I know that you wish to talk about certain concepts and ideas of what is going on within your life, but let us express one ideal before we start this adventure. Before this adventure becomes started, before it begins to roll downwards in the hill, we wish to explain one very important aspect of this evening's communication. In this specific time period that you would deem the end of 2014, there are many energies that are beginning to change. The very first energy that has come to you is the concept that you would call equinox and solstices. And in this specific evening, before the time period that you would see as 6 a.m. in this Eastern time, you were able to perceive one blood moon. Now, this blood moon is a specific astronomical event that happens outside of your planet with the reflection of the sun to the moon, with the moon's angle to the earth, with the moon's closeness to the earth. This is one representation of this blood moon being reflected to you. But let us introduce another idea. The other idea is not only are you seeing different reflections of light, different angles, different momentums from these astronomical bodies co-creating existence, but what the moon is another energy in the co-creation of your solar system collective consciousness, as is your star that you would call the sun, or three of you entities, Earth Collective, Moon Collective, Solar Collective, are all playing a very tightly knit dance. All three of you are co-creating energy after this specific equinox in the time that you see as November and October. This is the beginning of a new change of energy. The change of energy that we wish to share with you is one of releasing old systems. Your old systems have been tested throughout the entirety of this year, specifically to make room for your venture in this time. This specific time will allow you to shed all of the limiting beliefs that you have struggled with, that you have faced, that you have brought to the surface through your own variance ascensional process of consciousness. And now that you will do this, you will now begin to see all of the momentum that you had hoped for in the beginning of this year. You've seen struggle and nothing but struggle from the beginning of this year in your own consciousness or in entities around you that you hold dear to you, that you love. We have talked about with Treble Yitney previously 3 waves. In these 3 waves, there is sickness and illness. There is holding to the very tightly to specific things, ideals, belief systems. There are finding your resonance with removing this, struggling with the energies that are left behind, which mostly manifest into sickness. And there is the wave 3, where you are in a good place mentally and emotionally and are helping those who are doing this. All of you who are hearing my voice in this evening have been through all 3 of these in this year. You have been assisting others, going through something, or dealing with the energies of removing beliefs. Now, it is time for a perpetual downslope, a downslope of anxiety, a downslope of hardships, a downslope of negative or restricting energy into your very own power, your very own expansion. In this expansion, you will find many synchronicities that will allow you more financial, more relationship energy. You will find yourself in more situations that will allow these financial ventures, the relationship ventures, and the ability to do something that excites you. This is the one thing that has eluded many of you. This is the one thing that has been your proverbial dragon, what you have chased and never caught, and now you will be able to embark upon this. What we can suggest What can be the highest resonance of this energy in this moment? What can be your most constructive move in this energy if you truly wish to expand and evolve? Is to dive deeply into your own excitements, dive deeply into your own shadow work, as some of you call this, diving deeply in looking with truth and honesty into all of the attributes of your own self that you find to be limiting and non-resonant. And by doing this, you will guarantee yourself the releasal of many of these things that have restricted you for the entirety of your existence. This is what we are here to speak of in this evening, and what we desire to share. Myself, Treble Yitney, the host, as Treb would call Rob, and Kalina herself. This is what we wish to co-create with all of you in this evening. If there are any questions, you may begin them when you are ready.